Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? So quickly, I just want to give you guys story time. So real quick, this channel is for guys that feel like they have smaller than penis, average size, and they feel like it just they don't know why they were born that way. You know why they were given that, and they lack of confidence and all this. Look, that's what this channel is for. If you need some help, I got some links below. Check that out. But check out this story, guys. This is a real, true story. This is between me and you, and whoever's watching, I guess, right? So here's what it is, right? One time, this is probably when I was 24, 25, around there. I was living in the U.S. at the time, and I owned my own house, a 3-family house. I lived on the 3rd. You know, I was doing pretty good, right? So I was doing pretty good. I was working. I had a house already. Unfortunately, my size, in my mind, it was the reason why I couldn't get different girls. I couldn't get different partners because I was just stuck here. Like, oh, you're not big enough. Well, one time I met this one girl. I won't say her name or anything like that. But we had met. Where did we meet? We had met at like a friend's house. Where we met is fuzzy. What I did was not fuzzy. So we met at a friend's house one time, and she was cool, man. Short, cute, all this. Then one time I invited her to my house. I invited her over, and at that time my house was pretty cool, right? It was like this artsy, creative, unique type of vibe, right? So I talk about creating a unique experience, and that was my thing. It still is, but that was like the thing that drove at least them to stay for a little bit. Was the uniqueness of the house. It was like I had mannequins, I had just artsy stuff all over. So when this girl came, we were having a good time. We were drinking, we were hanging out. Then we started dancing a little bit. I like to dance, just get the mood swinging, you know, whatever. And then she asked, "Oh, are you big? Like, do you have a big one?" And that's when it hit. I'm like, what do I say? What do I say? If I say I have a big one and I don't, then that could be worse. If I say I don't have a big one and she leaves, well, that'd be the end of that. And I already put in all this work to have her around. So what do I do? So, you know, this is a real story. Like, you know, and I remember like it was yesterday. Right? I was in my couch, and she asked, "Yeah, are you big?" And I said no. She said, "What?" I said, "No, I'm not big. Not at all." I was like, "Not at all. Probably the smallest you've ever seen." You know? And I mean, I'm speaking the truth. She thinks I'm lying. So, guys, it's kind of like, all right, I want to see, right? Like, you're already getting to the next point, to the point where you're like, if it's already gets there, you already could provide a unique experience. From there on, there's more things that you can do. And again, guys, I'm creating like a private, like, email newsletter thing just for us guys that feel like they're smaller than average. It's gonna be completely private, right? So in the link there, and then I got some one-on-one stuff that if you're interested. But so this is where I was like, man. So I told her, yeah, I'm not the biggest, probably not the biggest. I mean, probably the smallest you've ever seen. And that intrigued her like crazy. So after, while we were doing the thing, right? I don't know how much I can say on YouTube, but while we were doing the thing, she was like, "I need bigger." Oh, I need bigger. Crushing me, right? I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. Like, wow. Like, this is crazy. I never had this before. Not like wow doing it, right? It's like, oh, I need bigger. Then she goes on to tell me, like, after, like, I did the best I could. I was, to be honest, the best I could. But it wasn't enough. I did the best I could, but it wasn't enough. After, I don't know, it was just kind of quiet, kind of dead. you know, and we never talked again. That so never talked again, and that was that. That's it. You know, that's the story time. It's not like a good story. Like, guys, I want to be straight up authentic and honest with you guys. Like, that was not a battle that I won. And so the next battle after was one that did go well, and I did something different. I did something just totally a little bit different. But sometimes, look, sometimes they're gonna go up to bat, man, and you're just not. It's just not gonna hit. It's just not gonna hit. And that's the reality of this. Straight up, that's the reality of this story. That's like the point of it. You're gonna go up to bat, and you might strike out. But when you hit the home run, you hit a home run, baby. You know, or even as first base, second base, like you're good. You know, like. But that was an experience for me, and I was like, man, and that was crushing. Boom, crushing. Oh, I needed to lick my wounds after that, like for real, you know? So, guys, these are just stories. I want to share more with you guys, like what I did after to overcome that. Maybe that happened to you, and you're like, man, what do I do now? What do I do next? Again, I wish I had something like this, or somebody that was just telling me stuff like this in their 20s. I'm 32 now. But if I had something like this in my 20s, I think I would have been a little bit better. But just a little bit better. And that would have been, I think, all the difference. So guys, that's what happened. I got better over the years, but that story didn't win. That's story time, guys. That's the real truth. And man, I can't even believe I said that story, to be honest. Because it's one of those stories you just don't talk about, right? So, like I said, I don't know if YouTube's going to let me allow this to keep going. I'm not sure. I got some links below. We can stay connected, you know, stay in tune. I'm gonna give you guys more tips and advice to how to overcome this, how to overcome, you know, grow your confidence along the way, and how to get better, baby. How to get better. And it doesn't matter if you like girls or guys or whatever. Like, it's really more of a mental and confidence thing. So, all right, guys, till the next one. I'll see you guys.